Ming. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Reviews for Rescues. I am Nick,
I am Shane.
and tonight we are going to be reviewing and talking about the wonderful TV show called The Office. Now, this is a show that aired from 2005 to 2013. I think it had 9 seasons. Is that right? Yeah, it had 9 seasons. This is a show that most people I know have watched. If they haven't watched all of it, they've at least watched most of it or seen some episodes of it. It's such a culturally significant show.
It really is.
And we're going to be talking about the US version of the show. The original is a UK version with Ricky Gervais, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to be talking about the American version. So, yeah. Before we get too deep into it, Shane,
I'm excited.
I am too. This is a great show. And everybody we've told about making this review tonight, everybody seems excited as well.
Why don't you tell them while I go get it?
Now, before we start the actual review of The Office, we actually have a special segment at the beginning. We received a care package from 20th Century Fox.
We did.
20th Century Fox Studios, as well as Bowtie Cinemas. And they sent us this package in the mail. So we're going to do an unboxing video, and you guys can see what they sent us. We're not 100% sure what they sent us in it. We think it could possibly have to do with their new film coming out, The Kid Who Would Be King, which is a modern retelling of the King Arthur story. So, let's see. I want you to put it up on your lap so they can see us open it. See what 20th Century Fox hooked the Reviews for Rescues up with. Thank you, 20th Century Fox, and thank you, Bowtie Cinemas, for hooking this up. Oh man, look at that.
Oh man.
That is a cool jacket.
That's right. And it's got a hood. Oh man.
That's something like King Arthur would wear.
Size large.
Size large? Try it on. Try it on for anybody.
I think I will. And we also got a sword.
Oh man, look at this, guys. Let's bring this closer to the camera. We got a Kid Who Would Be King sword. Look at this. This is cool. This is Excalibur, I think, right? I think probably. Well, let's give it a try. Hey, it actually fits well. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Huh.
Why don't you show the camera the logo?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, wrong way. Oh, wrong way again. Look at that.
That fits you well.
It does.
You can wear that during brainstorm. If you ever have to, defeat a dragon or, fight the evil wizard Morgana. You can use the sword and wear your armor.
Look at that. Got a foam sword.
Look at that. Show the camera your dragon slaying moves.
Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. Can I let my enemies know?
That's cool.
Alright.
Look at that. That's awesome. Try this baby out. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Precision. Perfectly balanced. As all things should be. Alright, again, thank you very much for 20th Century Fox and Bowtie Cinemas for hooking me and Shane up with this awesome gear. Let us know in the comment section if you'd like to see us do a review of this new film, currently in theaters, The Kid Who Would Be King.
Alright. Let me take this off. Hot. Oh, it's really cold outside. Ooh, I don't want to rip it. I'm getting
That's
stuck.
gonna be good. That's gonna be good when it's raining out. Very cool. All right, so let me say hello to everybody who's watching. Hello, Chris. Hello, Alexa. Hello, Pat. Hello, Trisha. Hello, Karen. Hey, Tina. Hello, everybody who's watching. Thank you for tuning in
Oh,
for
before I
our
forget,
review of
know,
The Office tonight.
our last video, I was talking to Alexa about how I didn't think The Departed had won an Oscar.
Okay.
And she put in the chat that it did. It did. What I meant to say is that Leo didn't win an Oscar that year, and I was very upset about that.
Oh, so
That's what that was.
so Alexa was correct and
Correct.
Shannon was wrong. Fact checking here at Reviews for Rescues. We strive to be honest
True.
and straightforward,
We do.
especially in our reviews.
We do.
So what should we start talking about The Office, Shane? How should we pop this baby open?
Why don't you tell the folks what
The folks at home,
Yes. What The Office means to you.
what The Office means to me.
Mm-hmm.
The Office, this is your life. The Office is a very good show. I would not say that this show has emotionally impacted me in a great way. It's a fun show. I've watched it all recently within the past 2 years, and I really like it. It's a funny show. The comedy in it is great. Every episode, there's always something new. You never get bored of it. The characters in the show are so unique and so real that you really bond with them. You really like them. You can understand their motivations, and you relate to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, The Office, it's just a very fun, very relatable show, and it's definitely, probably, I'd say, within my top 10 comedy shows of all time. If not, maybe even top 5. Maybe that's a list we'll have to do in the future. Top 10 TV shows of all time. But this is definitely a great show. It's a show that I can put on a random episode of and just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to watch a whole arc. I don't have to watch a whole season. I can just find a random episode on Netflix, put it on, and enjoy it. And I think that's part of the great things about it. It's very watchable, very easy to watch, very easy to understand, and easy to appreciate. That's what I would say about what The Office means to me
I can dig
emotionally.
it. Alright, I can dig it.
What are you feeling, Shane? What are you feeling about The Office?
The Office. I'm one of those people that when I go to sleep at night, I like to watch like a TV show or something to fall asleep to.
Sure.
And it's usually always, Everybody Loves Raymond, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, or it's The Office. It's weird to me. Not necessarily weird. It was such a cultural phenomenon, really.
Yeah.
It was just for 9 seasons it's a long time, but it's not. You would think.
Yeah.
But the impact I think it had to most people, because I know a lot of people are obsessed with The Office, to this day.
Yeah, many people have watched this
and they watch it nonstop.
over and over again.
I think the reason it was so popular is, one, Steve Carell is a genius.
Oh yeah.
Hands down. But cast-wise, it didn't really have anybody big out there. It was really just all newcomers, and
Yeah.
even I think Phyllis was just a producer at one point.
Oh,
They
really?
they said she was just good enough in like the first season, and
Huh.
they kept her on. And I just think shows like that connect with people, because I know a lot of people do office work and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I guess they can kind of feel that out. So I guess they connect with them, and it's weird. It's one of those shows that's really, really funny, but yet it messes with your feelings, I guess. With the Jim and Pam, and just
Yeah.
it's just little things here and there. So it's just, I think, I don't know if it was the first of its kind with the what do you call it? The camera they were
The
interviewing.
camera style,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, the
docu-
documentary style.
Faux documentary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they call it a mockumentary actually.
Yeah.
A mockumentary.
It was definitely different.
Yeah.
But like I said, just the way it just make you laugh. It didn't make me cry, but I'm sure it made a few people cry.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a few tear-jerking moments in this show.
Like you would have
Let us know when you cried like a baby. Let us know in the comment section. When did you
You
emotionally
would
break
have
down?
the goofiness and craziness of Dwight and Michael,
Yeah.
and at the same time, you would in the beginning where you kind of felt bad for Jim because he wanted to be with Pam, but she was with Roy, and you knew that they were terrible together. But it just all that just culminating over years and years, and just it was unique. I liked it.
Definitely.
It kept the story going.
Yeah.
So.
And every episode, something new.
Mm-hmm.
They bring something new to the table.
So let me ask you this:
Ask me, Shane.
what is your favorite episode of The Office?
Ooh. My favorite episode of The Office. Now that's a hard question, Mr. Shane, because there's so many great ones, so many great episodes of The Office. I'd have to say the first one that comes to mind, and we'll actually rewatched not too long ago, was Threat Level Midnight. I believe it's in season 7. Threat Level
I can see you
Midnight
saying that.
is an episode,
Good episode.
the episode where a film is shown, and it's a homemade movie that Michael Scott had been working on for a period of several years. It's a homemade movie that he's directing, he's starring in it, he's having the office castmates and his employees play roles in the movie, and it's like a action spy thriller, and it turns out about as well as you'd expect for a Michael Scott homemade spy thriller to turn out.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of funny moments in it. They do very over-the-top things in it. There's a lot of hokey moments. Dwight plays a robot butler. Jim plays the villain called Golden Face, who has a golden face because he worked in a gold factory. A gold factory. Gold factory. They're manufacturing gold.
It's the genius of it. It's the genius of it.
And Michael does a great dance in it called the Scarn Dance, and that became a dance phenomenon. But yeah, Threat Level Midnight, because it showcases the talents of all the cast members in one episode, and it's just a very fun episode that I just laugh all the way through. So I'm going to say Threat Level Midnight is my favorite Office episode. What about you? What's your favorite episode of The Office?
Mine would be the dinner party.
The dinner party.
Correct.
Remind me of that one.
It is where, at this point, Michael and Jan are together, living together, and Michael wants Jim and Pam to come have a dinner party at their house.
Uh-huh.
They do not want Dwight, because it's just how it is.
Sure.
The reason this is my favorite episode is, to me, it shows what the series is all about. Okay, it's hilarious not the entire time.
Yeah.
But it also shows, to me, the true emotion of the show also, when you see Jan and Michael just start, like, screaming and yelling, and it's awkward. Like, you sit there and you watch, like, Jim and Pam, like, they just look like, oh my god, and it's kind of cringy.
Makes you feel comfortable.
It makes you feel uncomfortable. And that's the beauty of the show, because it's a comedy show, yet it still does that. And I think it makes you feel for the kid. You feel for Jim and Pam because they feel real awkward and they don't want to be there.
Yeah. You
feel for Michael because, deep down, he's a good guy, and Jan's kind of a sleazeball. We all know.
Yeah.
So that, to me, is just the perfect episode because it just, to me, like I said, it just shows what the entire show can and it was.
Yeah.
That to me, it was just the perfect episode to me. So.
That's a good one. That's a good one. There's so many good ones.
Correct.
Let us know in the comment section, guys, what your favorite episode of The Office is.
Want to go to the comment section?
Let's go to the comment section real quick. You have it pulled up, or should I whip it on my handy dandy iPhone?
We'll go back and forth.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna start at the very top.
Okay.
Alexa loved our intro music. Thank you.
That's right.
The most important thing about that intro music is that it's
Non-
royalty free,
It's right, non-copyrighted.
non-copyright.
We won't get banned in Belgium like our first video did.
Can't take us down. Can't take us down, Mark Zuckerberg. Let's see. Alexa said it came on when she was 2 years old. It ended when she was 10.
Oh.
Man, I was See, I was pretty young too when it came out and when it ended. Man,
How old were you when it came out?
I'm not that great at math, so I'm not gonna do that right now. What about you?
I was 15.
Oh,
15.
man.
2005.
And when did it, how old were you when it ended?
15, 23.
Phew. That show lasted a long time.
Nine?
Not many comedy shows last that long.
Yeah,
That show
it's true.
really did. All right, Trisha and Alexa say we got a cool prize pack.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, we did. Thank you again for 20th Century Fox and Bowtie Cinemas.
That's right.
Movie going the way it used to be. Only better. Let's see. All right, Alexa asks, said her favorite episode is when Dwight sets off the fire alarm and they all go crazy. That's
a good
a
one.
great one.
That's a good one.
And he takes the cat and he throws it up into the ceiling. I shouldn't laugh at that, but it's pretty darn toot. She also likes the one that shows Michael on the kid show where he tells the puppet that he wants.
Your kids. I remember that.
And the puppet is horrified.
That's a good one.
Alexa says the show hasn't been as long as Grey's Anatomy.
Let me tell you something about Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
I used to watch Grey's Anatomy when it first started. I loved that show
Okay.
until a certain character died off. McSteamy or McDreamy? I'm a McSteamy guy.
Very cool. Let's see.
Joel says he loves and hates the character of Michael Scott. He's pathetic, homophobic, racist, and ignorant, but he's got a good heart and love kids. It's very true. Michael, he's very frustrating throughout the show. He creates a lot of very awkward moments in the office. And
He does.
It's very uncomfortable.
He's not a great boss.
But at the same time, he is a good person. Joe also says the ending of the Paper Airplanes episode where Jim and Pam are kind of beefing, then they do that flashback of their wedding, everything's okay. Oh my God, so emotional. Very true.
Yeah.
This show will tug at your feels.
It really does.
It really does.
It gets your feels rolling and it gets those tears balling. Lou hears that the Great Britain, may have their own version of this show in the future. That'd be cool to see. I'd love to see a British version of The
Would you?
Office. That'd be very cool. Why haven't
Can
they
I-
done that yet?
Can I ask you this?
Ask me something.
Have you seen the UK version?
I have not.
No, I think it's better.
Really? Huh. I just want to hear a lot of people say. Yeah, I think a lot of times the original versions of things are way better than the
Lou wants
remakes.
to know this. Nick, who is your soulmate? Pam, Jan, Angela, or Meredith?
Ooh, out of those four,
Uh-huh. I know it can be Kelly because you are Kelly.
I'm sorry, I'm actually giggly. Oh, out of Pam, Jan, Angela, or Meredith, ooh. See, I would if I had a choice, I would say Holly. I would say Holly, but I guess I'd have to choose Pam. Pam's pretty cool. He says that you're wrong, young Bill Murray.
Well,
Young Bill Murray.
apparently, I'll take it.
Young Bill Murray.
Young Bill Murray.
But with only
Young
2%
Bill.
of the comedy.
All the looks.
Laura says her favorite episode is season 3, episode 21, with Bears, Beats, and Battlestar Galactica. That's a great line.
It is.
That's an iconic line from The
I
Office.
also enjoy when they hire their Asian friend to play Jim.
Asian Jim.
Asian Jim.
I love Asian Jim.
The
Big
classic
tuna.
when he puts all the stuff in, Dwight's stuff in Jello.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the classic moments,
So,
man.
there's so many great pranks in that show.
really are.
The relationships between characters.
And that's the beauty
Because
of
we
it.
could go on for another probably 10 minutes about 10 minutes each about every relationship that the characters have. Michael and Jim and Pam, Pam and Dwight and Jim. It's like everything.
I remember when Roy stormed into the office because he found out that,
Oh yeah.
that Jim kissed Pam.
Yeah.
And what did Dwight? He's pepper sprayed him, but he pepper sprayed everybody. But that's what I mean. Like, that moment was so awkward and intense, yet it still has the comedy of him spraying everyone with pepper spray.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's the beauty of the show.
It's a great
It
show.
really is.
Another similar show I feel in that same vein is Parks and Recreation.
I haven't seen it.
It's a mockumentary style, but it also has a lot of the same type of humor, and everything. So let's go into our the characters a little bit.
Okay.
So we got Steve Carell, who plays Michael Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Like him or dislike him?
Like,
Okay, I like him too. Pam, Jenna Fisher plays Pam.
like
She's cool too. I like her. John Krasinski plays Jim Halpert.
my favorite character.
He's pretty good. Angela plays Angela. Do not like her.
I love Angela.
Do not like her.
I love it. She's so awkward and cringy. I love it. So
That's
negative.
why I don't like her, because every scene she's in, I just get uncomfortable.
I love when she's doing the planning the office parties and she's just so mean
She's
to
the
everybody.
head of the party committee.
she's just
You can't
she's
have
so-
sprinkle cake.
she's
We're having this
she's
kind
so
of cake.
mean to Phyllis. It's awesome. Did you know that Angela and Jenna Fisher, they're best friends in real life.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Very cool. Rainn Wilson plays Dwight Schrute.
Gotta love him.
Like him
Got
too.
him. Classic character.
Ed Helms plays Andy Bernard. I like him.
Not my favorite character. He kind of annoys me a little bit.
Mindy Kaling plays Kelly Kapoor.
As annoying as she was, she's very memorable.
I like her a lot.
Yeah.
I love Mindy Kaling just in general. She's a great actress. She was great in A Wrinkle in Time.
Carry on.
Brian Baumgart plays Kevin Malone.
Awesome. She's great.
Me used no less words.
Remember when Holly first started?
Yeah.
And Dwight told Holly that Kevin was special
Oh.
needs.
I remember that episode. Oh,
That was
man.
great.
BJ Novak plays Ryan. Hate him. I hate Ryan.
I don't.
He's a little. I can't say it. This is.
Whoa.
He's a
Whoa.
He's a little. He's a little thumbtack. I don't like him.
Thumbtack.
He's a little thumbtack. I don't like him.
I was never really a big fan of Ryan. I liked him when he became like higher up and he had the beard and he was all crazy. And they went out drinking with Dwight and Michael in New York City. That was funny. That was good.
And then so many episodes. I gotta rewatch the series. Ellie Kemper plays Erin. I like her.
Not very
He's
memorable.
great. Leslie David Baker played Stanley.
Stanley's amazing.
Stanley's my man. I love him. He's awesome. And Phyllis plays Phyllis. I like her too.
Yep.
Who would you say your favorite character is? I think you already told us, but tell us again. Your favorite character of The Office.
I would have to go with Jim.
Jim?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
'Cause
What's your reasoning?
Because he is the start of a lot of pranks, and I would say Michael Scott because I think he pretty much is the focal point of the show, and he's a great. But I'm not going to choose him, so I'm going to choose Jim because he stayed for the entire series.
It's true.
Nothing against Steve Carell for leaving or anything, but Jim, I don't know. He had that good timing with the comedy and just the pranks. But also, you felt for him because he wanted to be with Pam so bad.
Yeah.
And then he's just. I think you watch his character from the beginning to the end. That's kind of what the show's about.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. You?
I say my favorite character is the Nard Dog, Andy Bernard.
Why?
I love him. Andy Bernard. Oh man, he's my favorite character
I cannot.
because he is just he's so obnoxious.
He's very obnoxious.
He's obnoxious, but he has a good heart, which I feel describes myself. He's just a great character. The way he's always he cares about other people, but he's also very egotistical. He likes to make things about him a lot. It's just every episode. A lot of people don't like him. Every episode he's in, I just love and I just laugh at everything he does. I think part of it is Ed Helms. I love Ed Helms as an actor.
Yeah.
He was great in Vacation and The Hangover too. So, yeah. Nard Dog's my boy.
The producers of the show said that when Michael left and Andy took over at one point, they were going to have. God, I'm sorry, forgot his name. I'm blanking out over here. Works in the warehouse. Daryl.
Daryl, yeah.
Daryl was going to take over, but they said since Andy always puts people over business first and that he would create more devastation, he was a perfect fit. He kind of is like a young Michael in a way. I don't think he's not as dumb, but
I can see it.
yeah,
See, Michael's more oblivious to things.
correct.
Andy seems to have the bigger picture. Maybe not a great grasp on it, but at least has the idea of it.
Right.
So yeah, Andy's my favorite character.
All right.
What about your least favorite
Holly.
character? Holly.
Instantly.
Why don't you like
I don't know,
Holly?
she had no character and she was boring to me. I found a lot of
Yeah,
a lot of episodes that she was in. I didn't care for her character, and I didn't care. I started making the episodes boring for me.
See, I think that's one part why I kind of like her and why I think she's a good character. Every character in The Office is so out there, as they're kind of like a caricature of someone. Holly feels very down to earth and realistic, which I think is why I think she's a good character. But that just makes her boring for you.
I guess.
I guess so. See, my least favorite is kind of on the same vein. Jan. I do not like Jan. I never liked her when Michael Scott was in love with her and she was being all shady. I never liked her. And I mean, you're not supposed to like her. She's kind of a villain in the show, but I just don't. She just gives me the heebie-jeebies. She skeeves me out.
I agree. She's a terrible character, but she has character.
Yeah.
I feel like Holly has no character.
She does have character. She's more low key.
Didn't feel
Holly is more like a real person you'd find in the office. In an office.
I can never forgive Jan for what she did to Michael. She's a terrible human being in the show, obviously, and I hate her for it. But she made the story. Like I said, the dinner party. Michael fighting with her made that episode. It was great. Him and Holly, eh.
But she hurt Michael.
She
Big
did,
time.
but it's what the story.
There's a reason I don't like
It's what makes The Office The Office.
That's true. But she didn't have to do him like that.
All right, let me ask you this:
Okay.
does Michael have more memories, not good or bad, just memories with Jan or Holly? Exactly.
Well, technically,
Exactly.
it would have to be Jan because she was in the show longer.
Even then, though.
But I think Michael has more good memories with Holly.
Oh.
I'd rather have good memories. I'd rather have more less good memories than more bad memories.
Well, that's just how I feel about
Can't be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man if there is no neighborhood. So that's why I'd rather have good memories. Well,
Let's go to the comics section.
What are
buddy.
people saying? Lou likes the episode when Michael gives Jam advice on dating Pam while on the booze cruise. That was a good point. That was a good one.
Chris Jimenez
It was a
says-
turning point and it humanized him.
Chris Jimenez says, Jim from The Office. I bought a tuna sandwich one day, so he calls him Big Tuna. See, I never liked that Andy called him that.
I love it.
I did.
Big Tuna?
I just.
What's up, Big
it's the
Tuna?
Stupidest thing.
It's so funny. Joel likes Jim in the earlier seasons, but he has to say Dwight is a more complex character.
That is very true. That's very true.
Dwight has lots of layers.
Like onions?
He's like an onion. And as the seasons go on, you peel off those layers of the onion, and you reveal a nice juicy, succulent onion on the inside that you can just
I think.
take a bite out
I
of.
believe near the end, the whole Office series, I feel like you really got to see the true Dwight, and I think in the end he really cared for Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
Like so. Yeah, that's very true.
Really
It's
did.
very complex.
Let's see. Alexa has. She can't pick a favorite because there's so many great characters.
It's very true.
I agree. I like all the characters a lot, but Nard Dog, he's at the top. He's the Nard Dog for a reason. He's the top dog. Top dog of the yard.
Laura says she is mixed between Jim and Dwight, but probably Jim though.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Laura says something about Toby. I don't really want to.
Did you do that on purpose?
We'll talk about
I
him.
feel so bad for Toby.
I don't feel bad for
I
him.
feel terrible for him.
Toby's a jerk.
Oh,
No, nobody. We shouldn't even mention Toby. We're wasting our valuable airtime. We're
will-
wasting our viewers' time by
I
even
will say
mentioning his
this:
name.
Toby was a creep, especially towards Pam.
Well, there's a rumor that he could be the Scranton Strangler.
This is true.
So I believe it.
It's
I
very
believe
true.
it. But yeah, let's not waste our air on talking about such a miserable human being as Toby. Let's see. Lou wants to know what is the best Jim prank. What do you think? What's your favorite Jim prank?
I like it when he has the the computer wire, and it goes all the way out to the telephone pole, and you see Dwight start to climb the telephone pole. That's a good one. But I think if I had to go with prank, it would be between the Asian Jim
Mm-hmm.
and then the one where he dresses up as Dwight.
Those
Those are good ones, yeah.
Those are really good
Or
ones.
you know what, the one where he tapes all thing his desk in a Christmas wrapping paper,
Oh.
and he sits in it,
I-
and everything falls.
I would have to say that too.
That's a good one.
Everything
That's
is
a good
Christmas
one.
wrapped to see us unwrap. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I would say that one, the Christmas wrapping prank. I think that's definitely my top one. Creed. Joe likes Creed. Creed is cool.
Creed is cool.
Creed is creepy.
He's very
Creepier
creepy.
than Toby, but very cool. I like him.
Oh man, I remember when he dresses the Joker,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was it was intense.
and he went to Phyllis or someone. You know where I got these scars?
Oh, Creed's the man.
Oh
Creed's the
god.
man. Joel likes Holly better than Jan as well.
Hmm.
I agree with you there, Joel. Yeah, the Scranton Strangler. Not a cool guy. Forget Toby, because I think he is him. Let's see. Alexa loved Pam and Jim, but she hates how he ended things with Karen.
That's true. That's very true. He did kind of do her dirty.
I don't think so. I think he was very respectful of it.
Was he now?
I think so.
How did it end?
It ended when they were moving. They were in the like the other branch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did
He had to follow his heart, man. It doesn't matter
Yeah, but
how,
at least-
how dirty he did it.
Hey, but
It wasn't dirty if you
You
follow
mean-
your heart.
you gotta break up
You
with
gotta
her
always
first.
follow your heart.
Yeah, you gotta break up with her first.
You gotta follow your heart. You gotta listen to this. You can't
That
listen
might
to
be
that.
true, but you gotta break up with her first. You can't
But-
just have her say, "Do you still love her?" Or "Do you love her?" And well, yeah, I do.
That's the heart. That's what you gotta follow with the heart.
Is that show business?
That's show business, baby. What do you guys think of that catchphrase? That's show business, baby. Smash that like button if you like that catchphrase.
That's what she said.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, see what I did there?
Hey, Mr. Scott, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do to make her dreams come true? Yeah. Let's see. Lou thinks Holly was a great actress. She was in the second season of The Wire. I never watched The Wire.
I never watched The Wire either.
Yeah, it's great though.
I did.
Yeah.
It was in Baltimore, right? Yeah,
Think so.
Baltimore. Yep.
So, final thoughts on The Office? Anything that you want to mention about this this great show before we dip on out for the evening?
I think, like I said in the beginning, it's just a show that has everything. It has your comedy.
Yeah.
It also pulls your heartstrings at the same time. Got a little bit of drama, but overall, it just the comedic timing of everything. Like that's what she said, and just the awkward moments he creates in the office.
Yep.
It's just a great show. It really is. I would definitely put it in my top 5.
Yeah.
Um,
You can never go wrong with The Office.
Yeah.
Put on any episode. When you're bored,
I
you
would
want to watch
say
something,
I
you'll
would-
be entertained.
I would say it's probably my number 4 all time for me.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll have to do a top 10 TV shows of all time.
My top one, I'm just gonna say it now.
Okay.
Is
You
that
gonna spoil it?
Yeah, is Everybody Loves Raymond.
Of all time?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Loves Raymond is a great show, but your favorite show of all time? What's your reasoning behind that?
It's kind of the same as The Office. It just has everything, but I don't know. I think that was more on when I was a kid and I would watch it with my parents. So it's kind of like I grew up with those characters.
True.
And it's just a show that I fell in love with, and even to this day, whenever it's on TV or I pop a disc in, and it's just what I want to watch.
You know who I love in that show? Brad Garrett.
Right, Garrett?
Love Brad Garrett. Also Peter Boyle. Peter Boyle's in that, right?
R.I.P.
Yeah. He played Old Man Jenkins in Scooby-Doo too.
Did he?
It's just my favorite role with him.
Okay.
throw Shaggy in. The powerful Shaggy.
What's your final thoughts? We do our ratings.
My final thoughts of The Office are: it's a fun show. Is it a groundbreaking show? Yes. Is it the best TV show of all time? No. I think this TV show, The Office, I'm a big fan of this, so don't take it the wrong way. I'm a big fan of the show, but I do feel maybe it's a little overhyped, a little overpraised, the way people talk about it. I still think it's a great show. I don't think it's one of the top TV shows of all time, like some people make it out to be. But it's a great show to watch. Can't go wrong. Put it on an episode. It's entertaining. The Office, I love it. I give it 7 out of 10.
I also agree.
I give it a 7 out of 10 Dwight bobblehead.
Trista says your favorite show is Barney.
It is, actually. Thanks for the spoiler. Barney the Purple Dinosaur from Our Imagination.
It's not really a TV show. It is
It is a TV show.
Technically, it is a TV show.
So, guys, let me digress a little bit about my boy Barney. Barney the Dinosaur is a kids TV show featuring Barney the Dinosaur, who is a giant purple dinosaur who talks, sings songs, and plays with kids. And it's very fun. I used to love it as a kid, and it still holds up now. I actually met Barney once at Universal Studios Orlando, Florida. I got to meet him. I gave him a hug. It was a great moment of my life. Thank you, Barney. Thank you for everything you've done for kids like me.
Blue's Clues is better.
Blue's Clues is better. But only Steve. Only Steve.
Only Steve.
Only Steve. Joe?
It's Steve we
Blue's
trust.
Clues with Joe? That can go out the door. That can go in the trash.
So 7 out of 10 for both of us.
7 out of 10 for
Pretty
The
good
Office.
rating. Yep.
Let us know your rating in the comment section, guys. What do you rate The Office out of 10? Out of 10 Dwight bobbleheads, what would you rate it?
That's nice.
What about Giggly?
That's brought up every time. We still haven't watched it.
Uncle Lou says, yeah, that's not Uncle Lou. He's my uncle. Lou Bervin says, Giglio. Alexa says, The Office was a great show, but after Michael left, there were great episodes and awful episodes.
That's true.
I would say. I enjoyed it all the way through, but it did take a little bit of a downhill
I
turn
loved when
at the end.
Will Ferrell was there for the short time. It was great.
Can't go wrong with Will Ferrell.
Did not like James Spader.
I love James
At
Spader.
all.
He's Ultron. Fun fact.
That's about it.
Fun fact. One of our viewers tonight, Alexa, is actually the human version of Ultron.
Is she now?
Ultron. And I'm Thanos. I'm Thanos. I'm Thanos of The Office.
You done?
I'm Thanos of The Office. Because that's show business, baby.
Please stop saying that.
If I'm Thanos, you know who you
When
are?
we get more popular, he's gonna have a TV shirt that says "That show business."
You're
And
Red Skull.
My shirt's gonna say, "Please stop saying that."
That's show business, baby.
Please stop saying that. We have some big news.
What's the big news?
We have raised $400 so far in just a month.
Really?
We started January 1st, 2nd, or something. We've
Yeah.
raised $400 so far.
Are you telling me that our Reviews for Rescues loyal viewers have raised over $400
Yep.
for shelter animals?
Yep.
That is awesome, guys. You deserve a round of applause. Feel free to join in.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you for supporting our show. Thank you for supporting our mission. Thank you for helping out the animals and tuning in every week to watch us argue and spout nonsensical things and hear me say that I'm Thanos. And that's show business, baby, over and over again. So we appreciate you, loyal viewers. We're at, I think, 154 likes right now.
Followers, likes, whatever it's called.
Once we get to 200, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So, guys, share this page with your friends. Invite your friends to watch it, to like it. When we hit 200 viewers, 200 likes on our page, we're going to be doing an awesome giveaway that you won't want to miss out on. So definitely smash that like button and encourage your friends to do the same.
Agreed. When's our next video?
Our next video is going to be either tomorrow or Friday. We haven't picked a release date just yet, but do you guys want to know what it's going to be on? Would you like to know what our next video is going to be on? I think they said yes, Shane. What'd you tell them?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No, I think we're gonna do a Q&A.
Q&A, that'd be very cool.
It would be.
An interactive Q&A session where basically you ask us comments in the comment section, ask us questions, ask us our opinion things, and the whole show will just be us interacting with you, the viewers. Ask us anything you want. We'll answer completely honesty. Have to keep it PG though. Everything family appropriate. We're not going to be airing our deep, dark, dirty laundry out on a public Facebook forum.
It's very true.
Keep that in mind when you guys tune in. So yeah, either tomorrow evening, tomorrow or Friday evening. Make sure you stay tuned for an announcement about that post. We might also be seeing A Kid Who Would Be King sometime soon.
Yep.
So we'll probably be doing a review of that in the near future. We don't have a release date, but thank you to our friends at Bowtie Cinemas for hooking us up with that care package.
And I
So
will
we'll
say,
have to go see the movie.
I will say in the next few weeks, there's a lot of movies coming out.
There
So,
are. How to Train Your Dragon.
Lego movie.
Lego
too.
Movie 2. Alita Battle Angel. Happy Death Day
Let me
to
tell you something about Alita Battle Angel, guys. One problem of going to the movies 150 times in a year is you see certain trailers over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And one of those is Alita Battle Angel. I feel like I've seen the entire movie 18 times now. It plays every time I go to the movies. And the first time I saw the trailer, I was like, man, you know what? That looks a lot different, but it looks cool. And now I hate it. I feel like I'm going to see the movie. Even if it's good, I'm going to hate it.
See, that is kind of the exact opposite of what I experienced. The first time I saw the trailer for Alita Battle Angel, I thought, man, this movie, it doesn't look that great. But every time I saw the trailer after, I started to get more into it and be like, man, I want to see this movie. This looks cool. This looks rockin'. It's directed by Robert Rodriguez and produced by James Cameron. So it's going to be a good movie. It has Mahershala Ali in it. I like him a lot. And Christoph Waltz, I believe. So it's a good cast. Good production team.
So we'll be doing a lot of reviews coming up. So
Yeah.
you can expect the Q&A tomorrow or Friday. You want to tell them about who's behind us real fast before we head out?
We got a couple cats here available for adoption. Over here on my right, we have Laggy and Giddy. Now they are a bonded pair of cats. One of them is sleeping right now, so I'm not going to bring them out. But here is a kitty. Now, Giddy and Laggy are a bonded pair, and they're available for adoption at the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. If you know anybody who wants to adopt a cat, or adopt a pair of cats, definitely send them over to say hello. And who's behind you, Shane?
We got Big Boy and Fluffy.
Big Boy and Fluffy.
Yep.
They're pretty cool. I think
It
they're
looks sleepy, so
they're sleeping right now, so we're not going to bring them out. But say goodbye. Thank you for watching, guys. All right, so that's going to do it for Reviews for Rescues. Thank you for watching our review of The Office. And definitely stay tuned to see what we have next, guys. Any final words, Shane?
Nope.
Cool.
That's the word.
I have one question for our viewers.
What's that?
How's your mother?